1-2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side. Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch. Switches a called. Strike 3.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's the third and final day of the North Dakota State Class B softball tournament here from Theraldson Park on the campus of North Dakota State University. And today on your live event, we will have 3 of the 4 games for you. Our first one of the morning will be Thompson and Lacs-Burlington in the 7th place game. The Consolation Championship will feature Mayport CG and Velvet Drake Animus. And then we will have the title at 4 o'clock this afternoon between both teams from Region 1, the number 1 seed Central Cass Squirrels and the number 2 seed, the Kindred Richland Vikings. And a pleasant, good Saturday morning. It's a little overcast skies, but the sun peeking through. Mid-60s right now. It'll get warmer throughout the day. Gorgeous day again for high school softball in Fargo. I'm Chase Miller, and this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to IrieINS.com. That's IrieINS.com for all of your insurance requests. What a difference a year makes for both of these two teams. Last year, Thompson finished second, and Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark finished third at the state tournament. This season with some players that have left because of graduation and just how they've been able to fit through. Both gets to state again this season, but now one trying to find a way to come up with at least one win and earn 7th place, as this is the 7th place contest. So we'll come up on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll take a look at how these teams got here through the first 2 days of the tournament. The Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, 14 wins and 5 losses, while the Thompson Tommies have 14 wins and 7 losses on this season. And for the Lakers yesterday, they got close against Mayport CG coming back in the 6th inning, but there was a triple play to end the 6th inning, and that's kind of been the tournament a little bit in parallel here for the Lakers. They had to go up against a really good Central Cass team to open up the tournament, a 20-3 loss against the Squirrels. Then the Lakers were coming back against Mayport CG, and just kind of look back on the score column from yesterday in the 6th inning. Kennedy Limke hit a line drive shot to Genrich at second base, get the out there on the line drive. Then they doubled up the runner at first to the throw with Riley Satcham, then threw to shortstop where Larson was there at second to get the triple play. And Lacs-Burlington had a single, an error, and a single to get the bases loaded there in the 6th, and he thought that, hey, down by 4 runs, they might be coming back here and able to tie the game up, but instead, Mayport CG would go on and score 5 more runs in the bottom of the 6th inning for the 13-4 win over Lacs-Burlington. So that's how Mayport CG, Lacs-Burlington has got here. On the opposite side for the Thompson Tommies, a back-and-forth game with the Beulah Miners at Thursday afternoon, a 9-6 loss against Beulah, and then they lost by 2 runs against the Aggies, a 10-8 against Velvet Drake Animus. So for Matt Chandler's team, been very close, just haven't been able to get over the hump, so to speak, for the Lacs-Burlington head coach under the guidance of Peggy Pearson here out of Region 3. This is a team that you take a look and you say, all right, there is just 2 seniors on this team in Kennedy Limke and Mackenzie Rist. Otherwise, everybody else coming back for next season. And for Thompson, their one lone senior again is Maya Krogstad. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Quick timeout. We're back after this with the starting lineups and the opening pitch from Fargo. This is the State B softball tournament on your live event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to all the teams in the state softball tournament, and good luck to the Region 2 champ, Mayport CG Patriots, from the Mayport CG Booster Club.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show, it's the Thompson Tommies and the Lacs-Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers here on your live event. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the visitors on the scoreboard in this one. The Lakers out in their red uniforms, red tops and black pants here for DLBLC. They'll go like this: Mackenzie Rist, a senior shortstop. You have Cambry Benno, the sophomore center fielder, and Kalen Bachmeyer, the junior third baseman, batting third. In the cleanup spot, Zana Berkeley, the sophomore designated player. Logan Eustace, a first baseman, eighth grader, batting fifth. Shea Holland, the sophomore right fielder, sixth, with Tegan Anderson, seventh. Kennedy Limke, the senior left fielder, eighth. And Sierra Yale is the pitcher, seventh grader. The flex player here is Lainey Wahoo. So again, for DLBLC in their lineup, going up against Sydney Schwabe here this morning, it's Riss, Benno, Bachmeyer, Berkeley, Eustace, Holland, Anderson, Limke, Yale here for DLBLC. On the opposite side for the Thompson Tommies, Sydney Schwabe will be pitching, the sophomore pitcher. You have Maya Krogstad, the senior second baseman. Olivia Dick, the junior catcher. Face Stump, the sophomore left fielder. Summer Haig is the junior first baseman, with Drew Schwab, the sophomore shortstop. Kristen Lopez, the junior third baseman. Kaya Hurst, the eighth grader center fielder, and Maya Workin is the freshman right fielder. Schwabe, Krogstad, Dick, Stump, Haig, Schwab, Lopez, Hurst, and Workin. The Thompson Tommies head coach by Matt Chandler. For the DLBLC Lakers, they are head coach by Peggy Pearson. Still to come today on your live event as well, the state baseball tournament going on at Newman Outdoor Field. That'll get going at 12:30 for our coverage, with the Central Cass Squirrels going up against Surrey for the Consolation Championship. Then later in the 6 o'clock hour for the state baseball tournament, that'll be the Thompson Tommies have made it to state, as they will go up against Langdon Area and Moore Munich. That'll be at 6:15 scheduled time later today. So we will have 3 games here for state softball. This one, Mayport CG Velva Drake Animus for the Consolation Championship. Then the title that'll feature the Central Cass Squirrels and the Kindred Richland Vikings. And then coming up on your live event with Joel Morgan from Newman Outdoor Field in state baseball, that'll be the Central Cass Squirrels against the Surrey Mustangs at around 12:45. That first pitch will be. Then at 6:15, the scheduled first pitch between Thompson and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. When we come back after this, it's the first pitch between the Lakers and the Tommies. It's the State B softball tournament from Thoroldson Park in Fargo on your live event.
Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to irieinsurance.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation. Let's get ready to play some softball here for day number 3 from Theraldson Park in Fargo. I'm Chase Miller with you, and that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to IrieINS.com. That's IrieINS.com. Yesterday, the hit that was heard around the state to finish off the state tournament between Central Cass and Renville County for day number 2. Peyton Nelson with the 2-run walk-off homer to allow the Squirrels to get back to a state championship game where they will play Kindred Richland. Kindred Richland 3 runs better than the Beulah Miners in their semifinal game, 6-3. In the consolation semifinals, again, Mayport CG a 13-4 win over the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and then you had Velva Drake Anamoose a 10-8 winner over the Thompson Tommies. So today again, Thompson, DLBLC for 7th, consolation, Velva Drake Anamoose, Mayport CG for the 5th place game. Beulah and Renville County scheduled for 2 o'clock for 3rd, and the championship, it's Kindred Richland and the Central Cass Squirrels. As we get things ready to go here on a Saturday morning at Theraldson Park in Fargo. Reminder still to come, we'll have the Shield Softball All-Star Series. That'll be on Monday and Tuesday, weather permitting, in Bismarck and Castleton. First pitch on the way, and scheduled first pitch time of 9:57. On this June the 6th, 60 degrees, clear skies out there, a little overcast, but I can't complain so much right now in the mid-60s. Currently, it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count here to Mackenzie Riss, the senior shortstop here for DLBLC. Benno and then Bachmeyer, the top of the order here against Cindy Schwabe. Schwabe in the circle for the Thompson Tommies, now 2-1. Olivia Dick behind the plate for Thompson. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one is in on the ground, and that one's off the glove of Lopez. Rounding first, on her way to second, it's going to be Rist, and she slides in safely, and DLBLC is their first base runner of the game and scoring position. Going to give that one an air to Lopez there as it went right through her glove at third base to allow the runner Rist to scamper down to second. So you have Lopez at third, Schwab at short. Krogstead is at second with Haig at first. Olivia Dick behind the plate here for Thompson. This one will run in off the glove. Rist tries to get to third base. She slides in safely and does so. So aggressive base running here by the Lakers early has provided them an opportunity to draw first blood here. Stump in left with Hurst in center and Warkin in right field for the Tommies. This one coming, 1-0 pitch, popped up, and this one is going to be foul. Lopez playing the wind, and she makes a basket catch. Lopez does a really nice job playing a little bit of the wind, kind of really taking the long way around third base. Goes around Peggy Pearson as well, the head coach for DLBLC, and collects the out. So Lopez has been busy so far at third base. One down now here in the top of the first inning as Bachmeyer steps up. First pitch swinging. She hits one to right field. Warkin is there, gloves it. Coming in to score is going to be Riss. It's a sacrifice fly, and DLBLC takes the first lead here on this Saturday morning. So Bachmeyer with the sacrifice fly, wasting very little time here are the Lakers. in the top of the first inning. So the sac fly first pitch swinging here by Berkeley is foul back, and it'll be 0-1. So 1-0 after the Bachmeyer sacrifice fly. As we now get to the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Logan Eastas is due up next here for the Lakers. If Berkeley can get aboard, Sydney Schwabe looking for her first strikeout of the morning. And she gets it for the final out of the first inning. So 4 up, 1 on, and 1 in with the wrist, able to get aboard with an error, and then came in to score on the sacrifice fly with Bachmeyer. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Thompson coming to bat. It's the 7th-place game of the state softball tournament here on your live event.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Bottom of the first inning for the Thompson Tommies. Sydney Schwabe, again, the sophomore pitcher. Maya Krogstad and Olivia Dick to lead things off here for the Tommies. Going up against the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. In the circle is Sierra Yale. Wahus behind the plate. Bachmeyer at third with Rist at short. Anderson is at second. Eustace is at first base. Holland in right. Benno in center and Limke in left. Here for the Lakers. Chase Miller with you from Theraldson Park in Fargo, North Dakota. Thanks for tuning in throughout our coverage of the state softball tournament here throughout the weekend, as we will have coverage for you again from the Shields Softball All-Star Series, and that'll be coming up on Monday in Bismarck, 4:30, game 1 of 2, and then on Tuesday everything gets underway at 4:30 as well. But it'll be a skills competition followed by the game. So skills competition of everything from hits, trying to hit home runs, to those rounding the bases and running, and a whole lot more. That'll be upcoming in Castleton on Tuesday. Again, weather permitting, with both events being outdoors. But we will have those for you here on your live event. So Schwabe, Krogstad, and Dick to lead things off against the 7th grader Sierra Yale. Yale will take a strike. It'll be 0-1. Take a look at this roster again for DLBLC in terms of who they'll be having coming back for next season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one is popped up, and Anderson calls everybody off for the opening out here. So a pop-up to the second baseman. Now it's to Maya Krogstad. DLBLC, we've said a lot of Berkeley, who's a sophomore. Anderson, who's just a junior here. Benno in center field, a sophomore as well. Bachmeyer, just a junior, and then as we mentioned here, pitching is Sierra Yale, a 7th grader. So DLBLC, 6 straight tournament appearances. They'll try to make it 7 straight next season and get some girls some more reps and opportunities here at a state tournament. Can always prove to go a very long way. Yale throws the off-speed pitch on Krogstad. The lone senior for the Thompson Tommies in their lineup, the second baseman here. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on the way. This one will miss for a ball, now 2-1. As Krogstad has had a really nice tournament so far here for the Thompson Tommies. This one is going to be popped up, and this could be in play. Bachmeyer goes into foul territory, but she loses it, and it'll go down as a strike. So we've seen the wind, and it's not blowing terribly compared to what it was for Thursday, but there is a little swirl where we've seen it particularly up the third base line. And if you're Krogstad, you have a second life here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and can she make the Lakers pay? Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. This will miss off speed up in zone. Now 3-2. Olivia Dick is due up next here for the Thompson Tommies. Outfield playing straight away. Infield playing a little bit to pull, as Krogstad will have the 3-2 pitch. Misses outside, and she will take first base. So Maya will be at first base here now for Thompson, as Olivia Dick will step up to the plate for the Tommies. For Thompson yesterday, 8 runs on 8 hits. Olivia Dick was 1 of 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Krogstad at first base was hitless in that game against the Aggies. Olivia Dick takes a ball, now 1-0 here. Gets ahead in the count of Yale. 1-0 pitch on the way. That'll miss. That'll be 2-0. Wahoo's behind the plate here for the Lakers. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out with a runner at first base again in Krogstad, as Yale looks in and delivers. This one, inner part of the plate. 2-0 pitch. Wahoo goes back to try to keep the runner Krogstad close. Be 2-1 upcoming. So Krogstad in at first again. Eastos didn't apply the tag, but just trying to keep her from maybe getting that little lead and trying to get to second. Now she's going to run. It's a hit-and-run opportunity. A slow grounder, and getting tagged down going to be Krogstad. So Olivia Dick will reach on a fielder's choice. Krogstad was tagged out by Anderson, and now there's 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. That was a tough play there by Krogstad as she was going on the pitch and then saw it right in front of her, just this low liner. And, well, I don't want to run into Anderson because I'll be out on a runner's interference. So she kind of sat there and seen if Anderson would try to apply the tag or throw it to second. One thing with Krogstad's running ability did allow Olivia Dick to at least get to first base and try to keep the inning going. Face stump, fouls one to the net, now 0-1 for the sophomore left fielder. 0-1 pitch on the way here for Yale. This one going from first to second, sliding in safely is Olivia Dick. So Olivia now in scoring position here for the Tommies, and will have a 1-ball, 1-strike count to face stump. Thompson trying to match the run that Bachmeyer came in to score on a sacrifice fly in the top of the first. This one is going to be hit, popped up, and this will be out of play, and now it'll be 1-2. Mayport CG and Vilva Drake Animu slowly but surely making their way here to Thoroldson Park as well. Some of them starting to scurry in the batting cages. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the first inning. And the pitch. This will be in the dirt. Good job by Wahoo with the glove. Now 2-2 here at Thoroldson Park. Completely turfed infield, outfield. No matter where you go, you're going to be walking on turf here for softball. 2-2 pitch. That'll miss. Be now 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson can keep the line going. Summer Haig is due up next. And the 3-2 pitch. This one will miss inside. It'll be a walk, and Thompson will have runners at first and second. So 2 walks so far in the inning. The first Krogstad was retired, trying to get to second base on the fielder's choice by Olivia Dick, who now stands at second. Swung on and missed by Summer Haig. It's 0-1. So can Thompson force the 7th grader in the circle here with Yale to pay with a pair of walks? Or can Yale find a way to get out of the jam here in the bottom of the first inning? 0-1 pitch didn't go. It'll be 1-1. Doyle, Johnson, and Horner calling are part of our umpiring crew here today. 3-man crew. 1-1 pitch on the way here by Sierra. This one is foul back. And it'll be 1-2. You're looking for all-star coverage. We got you covered in North Dakota in the month of June. Optimist Volleyball Series, the Shrine Bowl, with partnering with 3 Borders Sports Network, and also here the Shield Softball All-Star Series. 1-2 pitch. This one is hit right back up the middle. Coming in is going to be Olivia Dick. Going to third base here is faced up. The relay throw, not in time. And now going to second base here is going to be Summer Haig. We're tied at 1 apiece on the RBI knock by Haig. Coming in to score is Olivia Dick. Stump goes from first to third, and Haig able to scamper to second base. There's the RBI, and we're knotted at 1 apiece. This one going to miss for a ball. Now 2-0 to Drew Schwab. Schwab, the sophomore shortstop here, the 6th batter to the plate for the Tommies. With runners in scoring position as Thompson will look to take their first lead of the morning. This one will be missing for a ball. Now 2-0. You have breakfast, brunch, and softball here on a Saturday. 2 balls, no strikes here, and Schwab has a chance to take the lead for Thompson. 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, inner part of the plate. Nice location by Yale. Now it's going to be 2-1. Stump is at third base. Summer Haig's at second. 2-1 pitch upcoming here to Schwab. Swung on and missed. Now 2-2. For the Lacs-Burlington, the top of the second inning, they'll have their 5, 6, and 7 batters to the plate for the Lakers. So both teams score a run so far on the first. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one foul back to the netting, and staying alive is Schwab. After Schwab, Lopez would be due up next here for the Tommies. Later tonight, too, for the Thompson Tommy fans, they will try to win a state baseball championship at Newman Outdoor Field. It's against the number 1 seeded Littlemore Litchfield Marion Lobos. 2-2 pitch, off speed, swung on and miss, and that'll retire the side. So Sierra Yale does give up 1 run. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. An inning complete. We're tied at 1. It's the state 7th place game between the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and the Thompson Tommies on your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Top of the second inning we go. The DLBLC Lakers, Logan Eustas, the 8th grade first baseman, will be stepping up here to the plate for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Contest that started at 9:57 here as we enter the second inning. The Lakers will be in search of their first hit. Took advantage of an error as Mackenzie Riss was able to get all the way to second base and able to steal third. And then you had the sacrifice fly with Bachmeyer, so a productive way to score for DLBLC, all via the small ball variety. Logan Eustas swung on and missed. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here to Sydney Schwabe in the circle for her second inning of work. This one will miss for a ball, now 2-1. Stepping in here will be Eustas one more time. 2-1 pitch. This one is popped up, and Lopez will have another chance at it as Lopez tries to glove it, can't, and that'll go off of her glove. It'll be 2-2. She gets a pat on the back from the head coach, Peggy Pearson, as well. Peggy's had to move out of the third base box a couple times with Lopez barreling down a foul ball softball. 2-2 pitch on the way here by Schwabe. That strike 3 looking, and Schwabe gets her second straight strikeout here in out number 1 of the second inning. Holin, the sophomore right fielder, steps up to the plate for the Lakers. Righty-righty matchup another time here for Schwabe. First pitch swinging, this one hit a soft on a line. Was it a catch? Across the way, they're going to say that Schwab trapped it. I think Matt Chandler's coming out saying, was it a catch or not? As the umpires will come out here. If you're a Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark fan, you might say, well, the shortstop Schwab trapped it and didn't complete the catch as it came down to the turf. If you're Thompson, you're saying she had the glove on it the entire way to record the out, and it is. It's going to be an out, a soft line drive out here for out number 2 in the second inning. So Holland, a little soft line drive there. Good job by Schwab seeing that one coming down the turf, able to glove it and get the second out here of the top of the second inning. Tegan Anderson now up for the Lakers. Swung on and missed. Now 0-1. So after Mackenzie Rist reached on an error, it's been 5 up and 5 down here for the Lakers. This one will be a ball. Now 1-1 to Anderson, the junior second baseman. 1-1 pitch. That'll be missing for a ball as well. Now 2-1. Kennedy Lemke due up next for the Lakers. If Anderson can get aboard here in the second inning. Swung on and missed, and now it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schwabe looking for her third strikeout in the circle and try to get to the bottom of the second. 2-2 pitch. Oh, she does it. Third strikeout of the morning. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Bottom of the second inning, we go after a 1-2-3 top of the second. Well, Thompson Tommies will send Lopez. Kirsten Lopez, Hurst, and Warkin here for the Tommies in the bottom of the second inning. For those of you that have just joined us, the Lacs-Burlington scored the opening run, a Bachmeyer sacrifice fly, which came in and scored Mackenzie Wrist. Summer Haig able to come back with a RBI single, which plated Olivia Dick in the bottom of the first inning for Thompson. That's where we have our 1-1 contest right now. Here's the pitch in there for a strike to Lopez, now 0-1. Taking a look at what the bottom of the lineup did yesterday against Velvet Drake and a Moose. Lopez was 1 of 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 runs driven in. This one will miss on the inner part of the plate, now 1-1. Thompson's been close in every game of this tournament that they've played. A 3-run loss to Beulah, 2-run loss to the Aggies. This one will miss outside, 2-1. And you take a look at some of the teams that they played this year as well. Central Cass, Kindred, Richland earlier this season, and Thompson. Those were 1-run games where Thompson split with the Vikings and the Squirrels. This one hit right back to Yale. Does a nice job fielding her position in the circle. It's 1-3 on the putout, 1 down now here in the bottom of the second inning. Kaya Hurst, the 8th grade center fielder, due up here for the Thompson Tommies. So the 7th grader Yale doing a nice job so far here through inning and a third of work. Swung on and missed, keeping these Thompson batters off balance. Just 1 hit. That again comes from Summer Haig. 2 walks in the first. 0-1 pitch on the way here to Hurst. That'll miss for a ball, now 1-1. Talking about youth, Hurst just an 8th grader going up against a 7th grader here in the circle. So if you're a junior high or middle school, 1-1 pitch, that'll miss. You're seeing it here. Some like to call it middle school. Middle school also has different meanings. We see some high schools in the area only have bigger schools, 10 through 12 will be at the high school. Freshmen sometimes have their own center. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one is hit up the first baseline foul, and we'll keep it at 2-2. But regardless, for both teams here, the future continues to look bright in terms of players that they'll be having coming back and getting these varsity experience at this particular level. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Yale. This one will miss, and that'll go up the line, and we'll keep it now to 3-2. So it'll be a full count here to Hurst. Hurst will try to have the 3rd walk of the game for Thompson. Yale looking for her 2nd strikeout in the circle. And that'll be the walk. And taking first base will be Hurst for the Thompson Tommies. As Warkin, the freshman right fielder, will step up here. And we'll see what kind of play is on for head coach Matt Chandler and the Tommies. Going from first to second base here, the throw's going to be up the line, and stealing second base is going to be Hurst. So Hurst wastes very little time. That'll be a ball to Maya Warkin, so it'll be 1-0, and then the Thompson Tommy lineup goes back to the top here as Cindy Schwabe due up next. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, now 1-1. Yesterday for Warkin, 0 for 2 with a walk in their game against Velvet Drake Anamoose. 1-1 pitch is popped up, and this is into short center. Risco's there to catch it at shortstop, and that'll be an out for number 2. Cindy Schwabe will come back up here, and Schwabe 0 for 1 today, popped out to Anderson at second base. As Schwabe will step in and have a chance for the Thompson Tommies to try to collect their first run of the inning and also get their first lead of the morning. This one is going to be hit up the first baseline foul, now 0-1. Thompson left 2 runners on in the first inning, both in scoring position. So far, DLBLC has left nobody on through 2 innings of play. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is laced down the right field line. Holland going for it, and it's going to be a fair ball. Rounding first is Schwabe. She's on her way to second. Look at her run at third. Matt Chandler's going to wave her in. It's a chance for an inside the park homer. She comes in. It's an inside the park homer for the Tommies, who lead it 3-1. Schwabe got on her horse and came all the way in for the inside the park home run. Coming in to score from second is Hurst. It's now 3-1 Thompson. Holland tried to dive after that ball, and she gave it a really good effort out in right field, but right when it got by Holland, it's 200 feet down the right field line, and with Schwabe's speed, she was rounding second on her way to third, and Matt Chandler kind of was looking at the ball, looking at his runner, and right away when she was getting to third, he was waving her in. It's now 3-1 Thompson. So the Tommies take their first lead here of the morning. Inside the park home run. So that'll be with Schwabe, and it's a 2 runs driven in as well. So 3-1 Thompson here. That might be an early RDK Enterprises precision play of the game moment. This one will come in and hit the batter, so Krogstad will take first base now. And Thompson having a little 2-out rally here. With an inside the park homer hit by a batter. Now it's Olivia Dick who reached base with a fielder's choice. Able to steal second, then came in to score after the hit by Summer Haig in the first. So Thompson leads it by 2 here in the second. Running from first to second here is going to be Krogstad, as Krogstad's in there standing up. For the Lacs-Burlington in the top of the third inning, 8-9-1 batters. Kennedy Limke will lead things off for the Lacs-Burlington. Off-speed pitch, that'll miss out of the zone. That'll be 2-0. Olivia Dick working ahead in the hitter's count here for the junior catcher for Thompson, the 6th batter to the plate, just like they did in the first inning. 2-0 pitch on the way. This one is popped up and hit high in the air. We'll see who calls for it. The pitcher, Yale, able to glove it to retire the side. But the Thompson Tommies get the inside the park home run from Cindy Schwabe, as they're able to score 2 runs off of 1 hit. There was no errors and a runner left on base. We go to the top of the third inning. Thompson leads it 3-1.
Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to all the teams in the state softball tournament, and good luck to the Region 2 champ, Mayport CG Patriots, from the Mayport CG Booster Club.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
This is Chris.
As we come back here, top of the third inning. Let's see how the Lacs-Burlington can respond here, trailing for the first time this morning. Here from Thoroldson Park. That'll be Limke, Yale, and Rist for the Lakers, going up against Cindy Schwabe for her 3rd inning of work. This one will be missing, though, now 1-0. Schwabe has allowed just 1 base runner so far, and that's via the error to start the game with Lopez at third base after a hot smash by Rist. Lopez able to get a glove on it for a moment, but then it came up, and since then it's been 6 up and 6 down. Kenny Limke works ahead in the count, 2-0, hits one up the first base line. This one slicing foul, and that one will go out of play, and a chance for a Laker fan down there to try to come up with the particular softball. We've seen a lot of softballs yesterday pepper the press box. We've also saw some in the crowd. So if you come to the games here at Thoroldson Park, as they normally say, bring your mitt, just because you never know. You might be part of the action. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one, and here's one right to the press box. Speaking about it, taking a look at our counterparts across the way, it looks like everyone's okay. No shattered glass or shattered windows, so that's good. 2-2 pitch on the way. That'll be now 3-2. So you just speak it into existence sometimes that the press box is getting peppered. 3-2 pitch on the way to Limke. Schwabe looking for her fourth strikeout. This one going to be hit on the ground, and there's the first hit for the Lakers. Nice inside-out swing by Limke. And now the Lakers will have a runner at first base to lead things off here in the third inning. The Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, 1 run so far, no errors, 1 hit, nobody left on. For the Thompson Tommies, 3 runs, 2 hits. They have committed an error, and they've left 3 runners on base so far for the Tommies. Looking to bunt one up the third baseline foul is the pitcher, Yale. Now it'll be 0-1. Then it goes back to the top of the lineup here for the Lacs-Burlington in the third for the second time through against Schwabe in the circle. So Limke, see what the play is here for head coach Pearson, Peggy Pearson, up the third base box on the 0-1 pitch. Staying put this time at first is Limke, and also Yale not looking to bunt that time through. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chase Miller with you here from Tharaldson Park. Day number 3 of the state softball tournament. 1-1 pitch. This one's off the glove of Dick. It'll be a pass ball to allow Limke to get to second base. And now the running in scoring position here, and it's also a 2-1 count. So now Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, after giving up the lead, trying to get 1 run back at least here in the third with a runner in scoring position as Schwabe has one in the dirt. Now it'll be 3-1. Starting to see some Aggie fans make their way to the Tharaldson complex. Good rip by Yale, swung on and missed. Now 3-2. Vela Drake, Animus, Mayport CG. That game is scheduled to get underway at noon today. We'll have it for you right here on your live event. 3-2 pitch, swung on and fouled, tipped to the backstop, and we'll keep it at 3-2. Runner at second base again is Limke. Able to get there with a hit to right field. This one swung on and missed, and it's a strikeout in the first out here of the inning. 4th punch out now for Schwabe, 1 down in the third. So the first time through the lineup for the Lakers against Schwabe, 2 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks, and there was just 1 hit. The pitch, that'll miss inside for a ball. Now 1-0. Wrist with the only run scored back in the first inning for DLBLC. 1-0 pitch on the way by Schwabe. This one is hit in the air, and that one's to center field. Hurst goes back to the warning track. Oh, what a catch by Hurst. Tagging from second to third is going to be Limke, but Hurst made a nice whip jam out in right center field. That one maybe had a little bit more giddy up on it than Hurst originally thought, as she had to keep going, and then all of a sudden where the turf goes from green to the brown surface, or what would be the dirt warning track out there, able to make the overhanded catch. This will be in there for a strike to Benno, now 0-1. So runner at third base now is going to be Limke. She's been able to get there with a single, a pass ball, and then we've also seen as well the fly to center field, and now we'll see some words of encouragement here to Benno for head coach Peggy Pearson as she comes down. And we'll see if this maybe be a particular play that is put on here for the Lakers. Sometimes this might be just a dead squeeze depending on how the defense is playing. 0-1 pitch on the way. Taking a ball. It'll be 1-0. Benno popped out her last time up to Lopez at third in the first inning. 1-1 pitch on the way from Schwabe, foul to the netting. It'll now be 1-2. So Lacs-Burlington trying to avoid to leave their leadoff batter at third base in Limke, while Schwabe trying to work out a little bit of a jam here in the top of the third. 1-2 pitch. Almost going to go was Benno, instead it'll be out of the zone now. 2-2. For Thompson in the bottom half of the third inning, 3, 4, 5 batters will be coming to the plate. 2-2 pitch on the way. This will miss down low, now 3-2. So for Thompson and Schwabe right now in the circle. Payoff pitch. Foul back to the netting, and we'll keep it at 3-2. Stump in left field with Hurst again in center. Working in right. Everyone's been a little busy today in the outfield. 3-2 pitch again. This one foul tipped again, and we'll have another 3-2 offering. Lopez at third base with Schwab at short. Rockstead at second, and Haig is at first with Olivia Dick behind the plate. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Schwabe gets the punch up for her fifth strikeout of the morning. There was no runs, one hit, no errors, and there was a runner left on base here for Lacs-Burlington. We go to the bottom of the third. Thompson up by 2 on your live event.
Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Bottom of the third inning we go here at Thoroldson Park in Fargo, North Dakota, 66 degrees. Some of the morning clouds are starting to make way where we should just have illuminated blue skies, and that's what we had all day yesterday. Most of the day on Thursday, you could ask, really outside of maybe some of the wind, but that's the Red River Valley. It's been picture-perfect weather for baseball and softball here on the north end of Fargo. In the distance, behind Thoroldson Park, with how this complex is situated, you see Newman Outdoor Field and Center with the high-rises on the campus of North Dakota State University. In center, right center, you're seeing the new track getting worked on here at North Dakota State. And down the left field line, see some of the horticulture buildings. Nice little venue here to play high school state softball at a state tournament level. So for Thompson, Olivia Dick faced up, and Summer Haig, the 3, 4, and 5 batters here going up against Sierra Yale, the 7th grader, on for her 3rd inning of work. And the pitch, that'll miss outside for a ball. It'll be 1-0. Olivia with a run scored in the 1st inning and a stolen base after reaching on a fielder's choice. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one is hit in the air, and that could spell right in front of the center fielder. It does. Benno plays it on a 1-hop, and reaching base is Olivia Dick with a leadoff single. Now, so leadoff single there for the Thompson Tommies. This one going to be out of the zone, and that'll be for a ball. Now 1-0 as the junior steps back in. Here for Summer Haig. 1-0 pitch on the way. This will miss for a ball as well. Now 2-0. So excuse me, face stump there with the leadoff single. Summer Haig is going to be at the plate. Still nobody out here for Thompson in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So face stump with a walker last time up. 2-0 pitch. This one is hit in the air. That's to right field. Holland has to play the wind a little bit. Here she does for the out. About 5 feet in front of the warning track for out number 1. So Olivia Dick, again, was out to finish the 2nd inning. Face stump with a single. Summer Haig with a fly out. Now it's Drew Schwab to the plate here for Thompson. So take a look at the box score coming up here. Runner goes from 1st to 2nd, and Stump is able to get into scoring position now for the Tommies. And this will be pitch upcoming here for Yale. That'll miss for a ball. So Thompson right now doing a nice job here in this 2nd inning. A leadoff single, a fly out to right. 1-1 upcoming here to Schwab. And the pitch. This will miss inside. It'll be 2-1. The Lacs-Burlington trails it by 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Swung on and missed. Now 2-2. So right now for the Thompson Tommies, a chance to add on to their lead by 2. They've scored in every inning so far. 2-2 pitch. This one is hit down the left field line, and that's going to drop in for a base knock. Staying at 3rd base here will be Stump. Going to 2nd for the Tommies is Schwab. And the Tommies now have runners at 2nd and 3rd. And just kind of floated and hung in the air for a little while as the runner Stump had to play it more as if it was going to be a chance to have an out with Lemke charging hard at left field. So Stump is at 3rd base. Schwab is able to get in there with a single, then advances with the throw from 3rd to 2nd base. Swung on and miss here is Lopez. It's now 0-1. Thompson to run the 1st, 2 runs in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way by Yale. That one almost goes to the backstop. Nice play by Wahoo's having to get out of her catcher's position there to get into the left-hand batter's box and keep it from going to the backstop. Stump again at third base. At second is Schwab. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one will miss out of the zone. Now 2-1. Thompson, 6 batters to the plate in the first, 7 batters in the second. Right now this is batter number 4 here in the third. 2-1 pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Now 2-2. Bottom of the lineup now for Thompson, trying to do some damage. They've had so far today a walk with a run scored with Hurst. Lopez grounded out to the pitcher her last time up. 2-2 pitch upcoming. That'll miss for a ball. Now 3-2. Righty-righty matchup here with Yale and Lopez. And the Tommies trying to add on to their 2-run lead here. 3-2 pitch is going to be a ball low in the turf. And now bases are loaded for the Tommies here in the bottom of the third inning after the 4th walk by Sierra Yale. Kaya Hurst already with a productive morning. The walk with a run scored and a stolen base. Here's the pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It'll be 1-0. For the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, they will send Bachmeyer, Berkeley, and Yeastos to the plate in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one is hit, and that's off the second baseman's glove. Everybody moving up 60 feet and scoring here. It's now 4-1 Thompson. Hit on a line. Anderson tried to glove it, but just unable to do so there as it goes off of her mitt. And they're going to give an error there to the second baseman. Coming in to score is going to be Stump. Going to third base is Schwab. Lopez is at second, and Hurst is at first base. So this in the bottom of the third inning. Taking a ball on the inside is going to be working. Now 1-0. So coming in to score again is Stump after the error by the second baseman. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss. Now 2-0. So both teams have committed 1 error so far here today. It's the 7th place game of the state softball tournament on your live event. 2-0 pitch upcoming here to Workin. That one in there for a strike. Now 2-1, and a chance for the Thompson Tommies to break this game open here in the bottom of the third inning, up by 3 with bases loaded. 2-1 pitch upcoming here to the number 9 batter. That'll miss. Now 3-1, and it goes back to Sydney Schwabe, who hit an inside the park home run to right her last time up. 3-1 pitch on the way here by Yale. Nowhere to put Workin, and the pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's ball number 5 here of the game, and it's a bases loaded walk. It's 5-1 Lakers. 5-1 Tommies, as the Lakers will be coming out and have a meeting on the mound. So Schwab comes in to score. Lopez is at third. Hurst is at second, and Workin is at first base. Yale so far, 2 1/3 innings worked, 5 walks, and there's 1 strikeout. Has a couple of hits against her as well, and now 5 runs on the board. It will be a run driven in for Workin on the walk. It's coming in to score is Schwab. And now Schwabe steps up to the plate. And as we've said before, a chance for Thompson to really break this game open. They've added a couple runs so far, 2 here in the third inning, and now they have a chance to add more to it here. This one will miss outside for a ball. Now 1-0 to Schwabe. Schwabe popped up to start the game off in the first inning to the second baseman Anderson, then an inside the park home run, played at 2 in the second. This one is scolded up the middle of the center field. Lopez coming in. Hurst is going to be held at third. It's stationary softball, but the Tommies now lead it 6-1. An RBI single for Schwabe. Lopez comes in to score. Hurst is at third, Workin at second. It's now 6-1 Thompson. Schwabe wasting little time as well as she's able to get the RBI with 3 runs driven in now today of the 6 for the Tommies. Batter number 8 to the plate is Maya Krogstad. Krogstad a walk and a hit by pitch with a stolen base as well in the second inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one foul. Now it's 0-2. Well, Thompson is added to whatever the inning has been. That's what they have scored. A run in the first, 2 in the second, and now 3 in the third. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one's going to be jammed, and that'll be a foul, and we'll keep it all over again at 0-2. Then it goes to Olivia Dick due up, and then after that, they would go through the lineup here for Thompson in the third inning. So Maya Krogstad step up here, battling 0-2. This one is popped up, and the first baseman goes into foul territory there in Eastos to collect the out number 2 here against Thompson. And now it's Olivia Dick. The junior catcher will step up to the plate. Pitch upcoming here. Olivia looking for her first base knock of the morning. Now 0-1. Olivia able to reach base on the first on a fielder's choice. Came in to score later on a Summer Hague RBI. 0-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 1-1. Thompson Tommies. This is game number 22 on the season for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Game number 20 for the Lakers. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one is hit up to the third. It'll go 5 unassisted to Bachmeyer to retire the side. But the Tommies scored 3 runs in the third inning, and they extend their lead by 3 as we go to the top of the fourth here on your live event.
School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Top of the fourth inning, Thompson 6-1 over the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. 3 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 3 runners left on base for Thompson in the third inning. They've left 6 on base so far, but the Tommies do have the lead 6-1 right now over the Lakers. The Lakers, 1 runner left on board. They have committed an error, just 1 hit and 1 run. That was back in the first inning. So Bachmeyer, Berkeley, and Eastos here, the 3, 4, and 5 batters. DLBLC got their leadoff runner on the first, and Mackenzie Rist. She came in to score. Then Kennedy Limke was stranded at third base last inning after getting a leadoff single. As Kalen Bachmeyer will step up. There's been 1, 2, 3. Just 1 3 up, 3 down inning for Schwabe. That was in the second. So Thompson trying to put another goose egg up on the board and then get their bats to the plate. If they can get a situation that they were in this last inning, you could start talking about the mercy rule potentially after 4.5 innings. If you're up by 10, you can find a way to win a softball game, and then the game would be put to bed, and then we would get ready for Mayport CG and Velvet Drake Anamoose for the Consolation Championship. But right now, Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark looking for some base runners here as Bachmeyer takes a strike. Came with the lone run driven in, the sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 offering inside. That'll miss for a ball, now 1-1. Game that started at 9:57. 1-1 pitch. That'll miss. Now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike upcoming here to Kalen. 2-1 pitch on the way for Schwabe. That'll miss outside for a ball, now 3-1. So the heart of the order here for the Lakers. 3, 4, 5 batters try to get something going here and disrupt Schwabe in the circle. 3-1 pitch is hit high in the air, but foul up the first base line, and will keep it at now 3-2. There's a little bit of wind blowing today, but more from a left to right across the diamond. And Thursday, it was blowing out to straightaway center, left center field, and it was in a jet stream. 3-2 pitch. That is smoked to right, and that's going to be, oh, what a catch on a run by Warkin. Warkin able to make that catch as it was just slicing away from her up the right field line, and 1 down here in the fourth inning. That was a really nice hit by Bachmeyer, but a better job by Warkin staying with the softball. If that was able to get by her, that definitely would have been a double, maybe even a triple. We've already seen an inside the park home run earlier today by Schwabe hitting that particular location. Berkeley takes a first pitch ball. The 1-0 pitch now is hit on the ground. That's going to be past the shortstop Schwab into center field. And the Lakers have a base runner on here with 1 out in the fourth inning. Just the second hit for the Lakers against Schwabe, but Logan Eastos will come on here. We'll have a courtesy runner for DLBLC. Looks like Ella Brown will come on. So Brown, the junior, will come on and courtesy run here for Berkeley, as Eastos will step in here for DLBLC. Taking a look at the Lakers, and Eastos yesterday had a pair of singles and a double in the third inning against Mayport CG. Then you go back to their game with Central Cass, and Eastos had a 2-run home run in the fourth inning. So she's been productive, just an 8th grader here, and, well, the productivity continues again. Rounding first is Brown. She's on her way to third. They're going to keep her there. It's a double here for the Lakers, and DLBLC will have runners in scoring position. So Brown is at third. Eastos at second. She gets her first hit of the morning. And the Lakers right now trying to answer the 3 spot by Thompson in the bottom of the third, as you have Shea Holland, the sophomore right fielder, who hit a line drive out to Schwab her last time up at short. This one going to be foul tipped, and it'll be 0-1. So DLBLC, we've seen it in this tournament. They have been able to put a inning or two against both Central Cass, where they hit a pair of home runs. Mayport CG, we saw a similar situation where they were able to get runners on, but then they hit into a triple play. They just haven't capitalized on everything, which is sometimes a difference between winning in a state tournament or losing, is getting runners on as if they have them here, but then scoring them. This one will miss for a ball, now 1-2. As Holland will try to loft one, at least have a productive out here. If she can get it by the pitcher, Schwab, on the ground, it would be a productive out. 1-2 pitch. Well, it goes right back to Schwab, who bobbles it for a second. Goes to first to get the out there. The run does come home. It will be a run driven in for Holland. It's now 6-2 with 2 outs here in the fourth inning. So coming in is going to be Brown from third base. Eastos goes second to third. 1-3 on the putout with Holland. But in the top of the fourth inning, DLBLC does get 1 run back. Tegan Anderson will take a strike. She struck out swinging her last time up in the second inning. This one is hit high in the air to left field. The left fielder coming on, and that'll do it with Stump able to make the catch. 2 pitches and out to left field, and that'll retire the side here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. There was a run on a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 3.5 complete from Theraldson Park in the 7th place contest. Thompson leads it by 4 on your live event.
Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the fourth inning for the Thompson Tommies. It'll be Stump, Hagen, Schwab after they got 9 batters to the plate in the third inning for Thompson. Thompson, if you go by the inning, that's what they've scored so far, and we'll see if that is the case here in the fourth as well. So DLBLC gets a run back. They trail it by 4. Still to come on your live event here today. Mayport CG and Velva Drake Animus at the top of the hour at noon. And then we will get to the 4 o'clock hour with the championship between Kinder Richland and the Central Cass Squirrels. Chase Miller with you here on your live event. Make sure you patronize our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the state softball and the state baseball tournament as well here throughout the weekend in Fargo. Speaking of state baseball, take a look at what's going on between North Star and the Bearcats here. That game got underway at 10 o'clock this morning, so we'll continue to keep you apprised of that development for the state baseball tournament as well at Newman Outdoor Field. 1-0 pitch is going to miss, and now it's 2-0 here to face Stump. Stump, well, she's been able to get aboard twice so far here today, a walk and a single. She'll try to do it again here to start the fourth inning. And this one will be now 3-0 to Faith. Sarah Yale on for another inning of work here for DLBLC. And the pitch. 3-0, taking all the way was Stump. It's now 3-1. So Stump, Hagen, Schwab to get things going for Thompson. The Tommies have left the bases loaded last inning. This one will be hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Rounding first is going to be Stump. She will hold up there. And now the errant throw will allow Stump to get to second base. So it'll be a single followed by an error on the throw. So it'll be an E7. And that'll allow Stump to get to second base. So the single followed by the error. And now runner in scoring position.
First baseman, number 7, Summer Haig.
So you give the hit again to Stump, and then you got the air there to get the extra 60 feet. And now all of a sudden, Summer Haig steps up with a runner in scoring position now for Thompson, and it's 1-0 in the count. This one going to be jam shot, tough play for Bachmeyer at third. Does a nice job with it, and that's going to be up the line, and then it goes into the dugout here. And that one is going to go out of play. So it'll be another error, and then it goes out of play to allow the runner to advance to second. So an error on Bachmeyer here. The runner comes in and Stump. Hay goes to second base after the softball goes out of play. It's now 7-2 Thompson. Schwab will step in, and Schwab will take a ball missing on the inside. It'll be 1-0. So coming in to score is going to be Stump on the E5. So a pair of errors have hurt the Lakers here. This one will miss for a ball, now 2-0. 7-2 Thompson here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-0 pitch on the way. That'll miss as well. It's now 3-0. And Sierra Yale right now just can't find the strike zone a little bit here for DLBLC. Tommy Betters being very patient, forcing her to try to throw a strike and the pitch. Now there's a strike. Now it'll be 3-1. Just like face Stump earlier in this inning, taking all the way with Schwab there on a 3-0 pitch. Lopez due up next for the Tommies. Here's the 3-1 offering. That'll get behind the catcher Wahoo, so runners will go from first to third base here now for the Tommies on the walk. It'll be walk number 6 for Yale. Runners at the corners, and now it's going to be Kirsten Lopez here. Lopez 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. That came back in the third inning. Runner goes from first to second base as no one is even covering second. As Schwab will be now in scoring position. Be a 1-0 count up coming here to Lopez. Fourth batter to the plate for Thompson. Couple of errors so far. You got a walk as well. A single, 1-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a strike. It'll be 1-1. So Lopez will step into the batter's box here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hurst is due up next. The 1-1 pitch from Yale. This one is hitting the air, and that one is to short right center field, and that's going to die and drop in for a base hit. 1 run is in Haig. They're going to hold Schwab at third. It's a RBI single here for Lopez. It's 8-2 Thompson. Summer Haig comes in to score. Schwab is at third. Lopez is at first now. The Tommies are continuing to add on here in the fourth inning. So Lopez with the RBI. First pitch swinging, runner goes. Lopez from first to second as well. No throw, and Hurst will be behind in the count, 0-1. Hurst with a walk, a stolen base in the second with a run scored. Reach base via the air last inning in the third. This one's going to be popped up foul, and it'll be 0-2. Right now the Lakers looking for their first out of the bottom of the fourth inning. Limke in left, Benno in center, and Holman in right. Bachmeyer at third with Rist at short. Anderson at second. And Eastos at first with Wahoo behind the plate. 0-2 pitch. This one is scolded to left field, and this one's going to be off the glove of Limke. 1 run coming in will be Schwab. Lopez around second as well. She's coming in to score. It's a bases clearing knock here for Hurst. It's 10-2 Thompson. So coming in will be Schwab. Lopez able to come in as well. Hurst, it's at second base. And they're going to give that an error as well. So that'll be the third error of the inning. This one will miss inside to Workin. It'll be 1-0. Workin 0 for 1 with a walk as that hit off the glove of Limke in left field. It's now 10-2 Thompson. And the 1-0 pitch. This will miss for a ball. It's now 2-0. And the Tommies, well, again, whatever the inning has been, that's what they've scored. so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, just right in order. This one will miss outside. Now 3-0. And Maya working. If she can get a board and come on in to score, all of a sudden we were going to be talking about the mercy rule in effect in the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 pitch. This will run in and hit her. So Workin will take first base on the hit batter. And now it's Cindy Schwabe. For Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark in the 5th inning, it'll be Limke, Yale, and Rist. A contest that started an hour ago right now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cindy Schwabe will step up to the plate, and this one rolls for a ball. So Ariel, again, just a 7th grader here on the circle for the Lakers. Schwabe today, an inside the park homer in the 2nd to right field, a single in the 3rd. 1-0 pitch. This one is hit on the ground. That's off the glove of Anderson in short right field. Coming in to score is going to be Hurst. Going from 1st to 3rd is Workin, and that's a nice base knock there for Schwabe. So Schwabe will get the run batted in after Hurst will come in to score. Workin goes from 1st to 3rd, and now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. It'll be 11-2 Thompson now after the RBI single, and I think we're going to see a pitching change here as Schwabe was able to deliver the goods. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is coming up for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark after this on your live event.
Doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
So Eastos will come on here with no outs with runners at 1st and 3rd. Sierra Yale still on the hook for the runners at the corners right now. You have Yale going to be at 2nd. Eastos, the former first baseman, she'll go on the mound. And now you're going to have Bachmeyer at 1st. We'll see who's going to be playing shortstop and 3rd base here in a moment for the Lakers. As at 3rd base, it's going to be shortstop is going to be Rist. And now at 3rd base here for the Lacs-Burlington will be Yale. So Yale at 3rd base now. Running from 1st to 2nd is going to be Schwabe as she gets to 2nd base. This one is going to be hit in the air. That's to left center field, and that one might die. It does. Coming in to score is going to be Workin. Rounding 2nd as well is going to be Schwabe. It's a 2 RBI single here for Krogstad. It's 13-2 Thompson. And the Tommies have opened up the floodgates here in the 4th inning. So Schwabe goes to score Krogstad with the RBI, 2 RBI single. And now it's 13-2. So we'll see again the defensive placements for Lacs-Burlington. Tegan Anderson still will be at 2nd base. This one is hit on the ground is short. Going the short way for 1. They try to get 2. They can't. And now it'll be a runner at 1st base with 1 out. So Olivia Dick will reach base on the fielder's choice. Krogstad is retired at 2nd. As now it's going to be face stump as they bat around here in the 4th inning for the Tommies. Stump takes a ball, be 1-0. At shortstop there making the play for Lacs-Burlington was Mackenzie Rist. And so Anderson is going to be at 2nd base, Yale at 3rd. This one is smoked to left field, and that's over the left fielder, Limke. And we'll see Olivia Dick able to get to 3rd base. Face stump with a double, and the Tommies are adding on here again in the 4th inning with another base knock. Summer Haig will be due up here, as Haig will have runners in scoring position for Thompson. So what we know now for the Tommies, up by 11. They're 3 outs away from taking 7th place here. They can get 3 outs in the top of the 5th inning without giving up more than 1 run right now. And they want a little insurance on top of it just to make sure. Summer Haig takes a strike, now 0-1 in the count. This one is going to be hit right back up the middle. That's going to die in for a base hit. Coming in to score is going to be Olivia Dick. Face Stump will stay put at third base. And now Stump is going to be at third. Summer Haig gets another base knock, her second of the morning, and now it's Drew Schwab. Runners at the corners here. It's 14-2 Thompson. And the pitch. This one is hit right back up the middle, and that's past the diving Anderson into center field. It's now 15-2 Tommies. Summer Haig is going to be at second. Schwab is at first base with the RBI single. Face Stump comes in to score. And for Thompson, batter number 13 of the inning. Lopez with a single. Run scored earlier in the inning. Walk with a run scored as well. This one fouled back, now 0-1. So Thompson 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 9 so far here in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second. This one's going to be hit on the ground. That's past the third baseman. Wrist is there, goes across the diamond. Not in time. It's an infield single for Lopez, and the bases are loaded. As Hurst will step up here with the Tommies everywhere as Eastos is laboring, trying to get an out. This one going to be swung on and missed. Now 0-1. This has been kind of the bugaboo for the Lacs-Burlington in this tournament. There's been just the one big inning for either Central Cass or Mayport CG that you go back to and say you can just kind of put your head around one or two particular spots in terms of their contest. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one is popped up, and this will be foul. The shortstop comes across there. Risk loves it for the out. That'll be number 2 here in the 4th inning. We go back to yesterday, the day 1 against Central Cass. 8 runs in the 4th. 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the 3rd that the Lacs-Burlington gave up. And then you go against Mayport CG yesterday. This one will 1-hop to Maya Workin. It'll now be 1-0. Mayport CG, the Patriots 4 runs in the first, but then they put the game away again with the 5 spot in the 6th. They scored 6 as well. 5 runs again in that 6th inning. So we've just seen the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark just give up that one kind of bigger inning against the opposition so far here in this tournament. 2-0 pitch. That'll miss. So it'll be now 3-0. Maya Workin reached base earlier in the inning by a hit by pitch and also came in to score a run. 3-0 pitch, and this one's going to get to the backstop. It will be a walk. Everybody moves up 60 feet, and it's now 16-2. So Workin takes the walk. Coming in to score will be Haig. Schwab goes to third base. Lopez at second, and now it's going to be the Thompson Tommies. As coming on here for the Tommies will be Layla Gemmel. So Gemmel will come on here and pitch hit for the Lacs-Burlington. For the Thompson Tommies against the Lacs-Burlington. Schwabe earlier in the game, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. A couple singles and a 2-run inside the park homer. So bases full here for the Tommies in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch. This one's going to be popped up, and a chance here for the catcher. They'll see it go on a play as making a full-out attempt there was Wahus for that one, trying to get it on before it hit the turf here, and then once it hit the turf and went foul. That one would have been a difficult play even for the pitcher Eastos to try to get to that one. So that'll be strike number 1 here. 1 pitch on the way. This one going to be rolled, and everybody will stay put. It'll be now 1-1 with Gemmel. So Thompson erupts for 10 runs here in the inning. 1-1 pitch upcoming. That'll miss. Now 2-1. Face Stump started this off, and she's been up twice. The 2-1 pitch. That'll miss. Now 3-1. Sixteenth batter to the plate here for the Tommies in this fourth inning. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed with Gemmel now 3-2. 16 batters again to the plate for the Thompson Tommies. The most runs in a game so far in this tournament, 20 by Central Cass. 3-2 pitch. That'll miss inside, and another bases loaded walk. It's now 17-2. So Gemmel's at first base. Coming in will be Schwab. Lopez is at third, and Orkin will take second base. As it looks like we'll have another pinch hitting. As Brecky will come on here and hit for Krogstad. Krogstad able to have a walk that hit by a pitch. Single today is 1 of 2. So Brecky will come on here for the Tommies. Bases loaded for Thompson with 2 outs here. And Eastos just looking to try to throw a strike and find the zone. Instead, this will be behind the count. Now 1-0. So Brecky with bases loaded here for the Tommies. This one will miss. Now 2-0. The Lacs-Burlington 1 out away from trying to get to the top of the 5th inning, but Thompson has done the damage here in the 4th. 2-0 pitch. That'll miss for a ball. Now 3-0. And Eastos right now in danger of having another walk. 3-0 pitch, and that'll be called a strike. Now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here. And the pitch. That one in there for a strike. Now 3-2. So Eastos trying to get one more strike across here against Brecky. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and foul, tipped into the glove of Wahus, and that'll retire the side. But the Tommies played 11 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. They're 3 outs away from winning the 7th place game here on your live event.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And some new defensive players here for Thompson in left field. Now it's going to be Lopez. Coling is going to be at first base. Behind the plate still is Olivia Dick. As we'll see who's going to be at third now coming on for the Tommies. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one is hit up the first baseline foul as Kennedy Limke is one of one today with a single. As we'll take a look at the defensive place here in a second. 1-1 pitch on the way. Now it's going to be 2-1. Hurst is still in center field with Stump in left. And the 2-1 pitch upcoming. Swung on and missed. This will be now 2-2. On the mound here for the Thompson Tommies is Cindy Schwabe, looking to get the complete game win and have Thompson pick up their 15th win of the season. 2-2 pitch on the way. That'll miss. Now 3-2. For Thompson at third base. This one going to be hit to the third baseman. It'll come across the way. It'll be 5-3 on the putout and 1 out here with Lemke. So actually Workin is still, in right field. Lopez is in third base. Looks like Schwab is still at shortstop here for Thompson. And it is Schwab at shortstop, and then so Colleen was the only new player for the Tommies here, and she's going to be at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Now it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch upcoming. In there for strike number 2. It's now 1-2 with 1 out here to Sierra Yale. This is a new batter now for the Lacs-Burlington as well, as this is going to be Shep into the contest. So Shep Aubrey, the freshman here. 2-2 pitch is a strikeout, and that's out number 2, and punch out number 6 here for Schwabe in the circle as Shep is out. And now we're going to have a batter coming up here for the Lacs-Burlington. Mackenzie Rist is the scheduled batter to come up here. And we'll see if Matt Chandler coming on and talking with our officials here is I think they're going to give Krogstad the senior standing ovation as the lone senior will come out here, and coming on now for the Tommies will be Brecky. So Brecky will be playing second base as Maya Krogstad comes out and gets the round of ovation from the Thompson Tommy fans as the senior here, and it's one more nod of recognition for her time and effort in the program for head coach Matt Chandler and the Tommies. This will be a ball here to Mackenzie Rist. It's now 1-0. Always like to do that and see that when you can for a senior's last game, particularly when the opportunity presents itself. This will be 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. This one is popped up, and that's going to go into the stands. And now it'll be 2-1. So Krogstad comes out of the contest here for Thompson. And now Brecky will be at second. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one is hitting the air. That's to left center field, hanging up, and the left fielder comes across stump to make the catch and retire the side. Game gets over at 11-11. It takes 1 hour and 14 minutes for a 17-2 win against the Lacs-Burlington. Our post-game show on RDK Enterprises Precision of the Game is coming up next here on your live event.
School district looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kendrick Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kendrick Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Your final, Thompson wins it 17-2, 11 runs in the 4th inning, allows them to get the mercy rule 17-2 here in the 5th place game. Thompson finishes with 15 wins, 7 losses on the season. The Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark drops to 14-6 here on the season. So the Thompson Tommies are 7th place, and for the Lacs-Burlington Lakers, they will take 8th place. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. Leaving runners on, Thompson left on 8, the Lacs-Burlington 2. Sierra Yale picks up the loss, goes 102 pitches, 8 hits, 13 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks, and 1 strikeout. For the Thompson Tommies, Sidney Schwabe picks up the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, an earned run, and 6 strikeouts. For Thompson as well, Sidney Schwabe, 2 for 4 with 2 runs and 3 runs driven in. Had the inside the park home run. Maya Krogstad went 1 of 2 with 2 RBIs. And then Summer Haig goes 3 of 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 runs driven in as well. Here for Thompson. For the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, Mackenzie Rist goes 1 of 3 with a run scored, a run driven in by Bachmeyer, and a run driven in by Holman here for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. It's now time to get to our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. That's going to be the 2-run homer. At the time, gave Thompson the lead at 3-1, and they will go on to win by a final of 17-2. So that at the time is the game winning hit, the inside the park homer by Schwabe to right field is our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. It pays to plant with precision from RDK Enterprises. So Thompson 17 to Lacs-Burlington 2. Still to come here from the state softball tournament. Velva Drake, Anamoose, and Mayport CG. That game will get underway at noon. And then you're going to have the third place game, Beulah and Renville County. That'll be at 2 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, it's Kindred Richland and Central Cass. So the Thompson Tommies will graduate one senior in Krogstad, and everybody else will be coming back after finishing runners-up a year ago. The Thompson Tommies take 7th place here in their 6th, make that 7th state tournament appearance. On the opposite side for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark finishing 3rd place a year ago. This is their 6th state tournament appearance. They take 8th place here in the state softball tournament. 9 games officially done with 3 more to go. We'll have our next coverage between Mayport CG and Velva Drake Anamoose at noon here on your live event. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning.